Hello, good morning students. How are you today? Okay, I hope you are in good condition. Yeah, stay healthy and keep spirit to do your online learning. Okay, now we are going to learn about chapter 4. Okay, it's about wonderful place. Okay, wonderful places. Yeah, so it talks about descriptive text. In bahasa Indonesia we say teks deskripsi. Okay, are you ready? Okay, good. Let's continue. Okay, before we start our lesson, I wanna tell you about the basic competence in this chapter. Jadi Miss mau berikan dulu kompetensi dasar untuk bab 4 ini ya, tentang descriptive text. Oke. Nah, the first one, membedakan fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan beberapa teks deskriptif, lisan dan tulis dengan memberi dan meminta informasi terkait tempat wisata dan bangunan bersejarah yang terkenal, pendek dan sederhana sesuai dengan konteks penggunaannya. Oke. And then for your skills, untuk keterampilan kamu yang tadi pengetahuan ya, menangkap makna secara kontekstual terkait fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan teks deskriptif, lisan dan tulis, pendek dan sederhana terkait tempat wisata dan bangunan bersejarah terkenal. Okay. And then the second skills, keterampilan yang kedua, menyusun teks deskriptif lisan dan tulis pendek dan sederhana terkait tempat wisata dan bangunan bersejarah terkenal dengan memperhatikan fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan secara benar dan sesuai dengan konteksnya. Oke. It's about the basic competence in this chapter ya. Jadi itu adalah kompetensi dasarnya. We continue. It's about the learning object. Ya, tujuan pembelajaran kamu mempelajari teks deskriptif ini adalah agar kamu mampu mengidentifikasi makna, fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan pada teks deskriptif, sederhana lisan dan tulis tentang tempat wisata dan bangunan bersejarah sesuai dengan penggunaan. And then the second one, menjelaskan isi deskripsi lisan dan tulis tentang tempat wisata dan bangunan bersejarah dengan memperhatikan tujuan, komunikasi, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan teks deskriptif sesuai dengan konteks penggunaannya. And then the third one, mendeskripsikan secara lisan dan tulis tempat wisata atau bangunan bersejarah dengan memperhatikan fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan teks deskripsi secara benar sesuai dengan konteks penggunaannya. Oke, itu tentang tujuan pembelajaran kita. Oke, we continue. Kita lanjut. Oke, look at the pictures please. Coba perhatikan gambar berikut. Can you describe them? Bisakah kamu mendeskripsikan mereka? How about the first picture? Gambar pertama, it is Monas ya, Monumen Nasional in Jakarta. And then the second pictures, ya, Toba Lake ya, in North Sumatra, Samosir. And then the third one, it's about Taj Mahal ya, Taj Mahal in India. Oke. Nah, so it's about the brainstorming for you. You must be able to describe the historical building or the recreational places ya. Jadi kamu harus bisa mendeskripsikan tempat bersejarah ataupun tempat rekreasi. Oke. Next. We continue. What is descriptive text? Apa itu descriptive text? Nah, descriptive text is a text which illustrates what a person or a thing is like. Jadi, mengilustrasikan seperti apa sih orang ataupun benda tersebut. Nah, in this chapter we just focus on things ya, especially for historical places and recreational places. Okay? Next, the purpose of descriptive text is to describe and reveal a particular person, place, or things. Jadi, tujuan dari teks deskripsi ini adalah untuk menggambarkan secara nyata tentang orang, tempat, ataupun benda secara spesifik ya, secara partikular. Oke, continue. And then it's about the social function ya, the social function of descriptive text ya, describing or presenting information about a particular place and historical building. And then the second one, describing or presenting information about a particular recreational place. Okay, so we talk about historical building and recreational place. Okay, tempat bersejarah dan tempat rekreasi. Okay, we continue. And then it's about the generic structures of descriptive text. There are two generic structures in descriptive text, ya. The first one is identification, identifikasi. It's for identifying the things that will be described. Jadi kamu mengidentifikasi benda ataupun tempat yang ingin kamu jelaskan, deskripsikan. And then the second one is about description. Kamu memberikan penjelasan lebih detail. For more details about the things or places that you want to describe. Ya, describing the things in parts, qualities, and characteristics. So you give the more information about the things or places that you have described. Okay, and then we continue next. Language features, unsur kebahasaan dari teks deskripsi. The first one for vocabulary, words related to ecotourism, destinations, and historical buildings. And then the second one, words related to recreational places. Jadi kata-katanya ini semua yang berhubungan dengan turis, tempat wisata, dan bangunan. Dan begitu juga dengan tempat rekreasi. And then how about the grammar, noun phrases, nah, adjective and adverb. Okay, we use verb to describe or we use in passive voice, kalimat pasif. Okay, we continue. Examples, contoh, examples of descriptive text. Okay, I will read it for you. National Monument or Monas, ya. The National Monument, or usually called as Monas, is located in central Jakarta, Indonesia. This obelisk was built in 1961 with the purpose to commemorate the struggle and fight of the people in Indonesia to achieve their independence. It was opened to the public in 1975. So it's about the identification. Okay. The second paragraph. The National Monument is a rectangle tower with a height of 132 meters. The typical part of the building that became a special characteristic of it is flame shape covered with gold foil located on the top of the tower. There is a museum at the base part of the tower with the size of 80 times 80 meters. Everyone can visit the museum to learn the history of Indonesia. There is also an amphitheater in this building called Ruang Kemerdekaan. It is located in the car part of Monas and it can be reached by using spiral stairs at the north and south doors. If you go to the southern side of the building, you will find an elevator that can be used to access the top platform where we will find the observation deck and also the Flame of Independence. So, the description, yeah, the description of Monas or National Monument. Okay, for identification, so we explain the introduction of Monas, and then for the description you give the more information, more detailed information about Monas. Okay, we continue. Nah, homework or your assignment, untuk tugas kamu, find a picture of one historical tourist object recreational place in North Sumatra from internet. Then write down the descriptive text based on the picture that you find. Jadi kamu di sini adalah mencari tempat bersejarah ataupun tempat wisata ataupun tempat rekreasi yang ada di Sumatera Utara dari internet. Oke. Kemudian setelah kamu cari gambarnya, kamu tuliskan descriptive text-nya berdasarkan gambar tersebut. Make sure you write it by your own words. Tuliskan dalam kalimat kamu sendiri. Don't copy paste, jangan copy paste ya. Jadi Miss akan tahu kalau hasil kerja kamu itu adalah hasil copy paste yang kamu copy dari internet. Jadi kamu harus buat descriptive text punya kamu sendiri. Okay, do your best ya. Any questions? Okay, if you have some questions, you can ask me. You can comment in this comment column, and then you can ask me by using via WhatsApp, and then you can ask me in Google Classroom also. Yeah, it's up to you. Okay. Now I think that's all for today. Thank you for your coming. Thanks for watching and see you